Hello, it's me, Rishi, and today we're going to be talking about the Nihilist Cipher. This cipher is seen in Codebusters, which is an event in Science Olympiad. You'll often see it in Division B and Division C events, and it can be from anywhere from invitational all the way up to state levels. Okay, so when you first see a Nihilist Cipher question, it might look pretty challenging. But as you can see, there's only 6 simple steps, and all it takes is getting the hang of it and continuous practice. Now let's work on an example problem. This question says, decode this phrase that was encoded using the Nihilist substitution cipher with the keyword of cherish and a Polybius key of philosophy. Below the question, we can see the encoded text, which we'll have to decode, and on the left, you can see a 5x5 grid, which we will use to create a key. So to start off, we'll put the Polybius key into the grid. So you'll start off with P, then you'll put an H in, and then you'll put an I, and I often goes with J. So you'll put I/J, and you also don't repeat any letters. So after O and S, you would not do P or H again. You would just go straight to Y. Once we have gotten the Polybius key into the grid without repeats, what we'll now do is put the rest of the alphabet in order from A to Z, what's remaining, into the grid. What this does is it creates a key for us. This will be very helpful for solving the question. Now that we completed the grid, we need to convert the keyword, which is cherish, into numbers. We'll use the grid on the left to do so. The left number gives you the tens digit, and the top number gives you the ones digit. So for C, it would be 2 and 5, 25. H would be 1 and 2, 12. And you would do this for the rest of the remaining letters in the keyword. After doing that, we're going to place the keyword, the numbers that we just got, and we're going to place them under the numbers that we have from the question. And you're going to repeat it all the way until the end so that every number has a keyword number underneath, just like this. You want to make sure it repeats in order. So if you can see, it's 25, 12, 32, 44, 13, 21, 12, and he goes back to 25, and it repeats all the way to the end. After placing all the numbers, now we're going to subtract them. Now that that's done, we're going to use the grid on the left, and basically do what we did to the keyword. But instead of changing letters into numbers, we're going to change numbers into letters. So for 12, you look at the ones place and go to the left, and underneath 2, right there is where they both meet. So 12 would be equal to H. Now you're going to continue this for every single number that we subtracted and got. And every time you see I or J, you're going to want to read out the sentence and see which one would make sense in that scenario. So if you can see a D-I/J-E. Does D-J-E make sense? No. D-I-E makes sense because D-I-E would be die. Same with right in front of it. I-J-F. If makes more sense than J-F. After that, you pretty much just group the letters into words. So you can see how, you can see can, then someone die if they have never truly lived. And that gives us our decoded solution to this Nihilist cipher.